We are here with Jim today. We have a special guest.
I'm Heather. This is Sarah. This is Jim.
I'm not all that special, really.
I didn't say special. She did.
To you guys.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody, but
I mean, did I oversell it?
yeah, a little bit.
We're here for episode 4.
I think so, yeah.
We made it further than I thought we would.
Yep.
We're happy to have Jim here.
Glad to be here.
So, coming into this, what were you thinking it would be like? Did you think you'd be sitting in a bus?
No.
Wasn't
No. I kind of thought I was going to be in your office.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been a safer space, probably.
Yeah,
This is cozier, though. It's comfy.
but this is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is cool. And we got professionalism around.
It's not just our dumb
Just
asses.
in case we bring in professionalism.
So, I'm going to dive right into these good questions that I have
Oh, snap.
as we interview you.
I'm going to mute my phone.
You don't have to. You can do it
If you talk about loads one more time, I don't think I can handle it.
I know. She's trying to
My
contain
zipper's
herself.
already coming down.
She's like, trying to hold myself back. Since we're all focused on Heather, how would you describe Heather in one word?
Oh.
Just one.
One word.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's a good one.
That's fantastic. Thank you. Are you lying?
No.
I'm also not surprised. You're a very kind
No.
human.
Yeah. I've always thought you were pretty damn awesome.
That's
yeah.
pretty great. Thank you. What about Sarah? How would you describe her?
Unstable.
Rocky.
Moody.
One word.
Yeah. I'm going to go with unstable.
I know. Can we just do one phrase?
Sure,
To
yeah.
the point.
To the point is good.
Regardless of what the point is.
Yeah.
To the point.
To the point.
Like poignant. There's the word, maybe.
So, I can't spell or add.
That's where I step in.
Heather and I always struggle with like our pre-show jitters. But you are used to performing in front of people all the time. Is there any advice that you could give us?
Well, I always like to have a stiff drink before I start playing.
Check.
Stiff one. Check,
Got
check.
that.
So, I don't know that I'm the best role model for this. As our children are listening, like before you go out and do your big
Yeah.
football game, you got the jitters. Take a little pull on some Grandpa's cough medicine. Honestly, the most therapeutic thing for me is probably loading my gear in, because a little exercise that I don't get much of anyways seems to kind of calm me down,
Yep.
get me in a routine. So for me, which is different than what your guys are probably going to go through, but if you had some things that are like preparation work that you would do regularly every time before you'd walk into one of these or something, it would be therapeutic, and you'd kind of get in the routine of, okay, here we go.
And it just calms you right down.
Rather than just this unknown abyss that you walk into.
I
But
feel like
you've
we're-
done it for so long, though.
Yeah.
How many years have you been performing? It should be like old hat by now,
Yeah,
for you.
it is, but it's still the same thing. I know that when I'm doing a show at a place, I'm really used to setting up our own gear. So when we set up gear, it's just like this standard procedure. But when I go someplace like Knuckleheads, where it's a plug and play, and I've got all this downtime, we get there,
yeah.
and we're sitting around waiting on them to do all the work, like these guys are mixing our sound right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm not used to that. I'm used to be more hands-on, so I can get a little bit antsy. Or sometimes what'll happen is I'll just maybe get too deep in the sauce, too early.
Well, you still sound good.
Well, I think it's autopilot somewhat.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You kind of run through the.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe someday we'll get autopilot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think
you guys actually sound a lot more professional than you think you do. Doing that.
Well, thank you.
And it's set up the way it's supposed to be. I mean, you have a good kind of a comedy thing going.
Yeah. We try.
There's always good camaraderie there.
I feel like we're just talking
Sarah.
about shit that we actually like go through in real life.
I feel like we're sitting at BC Bistro talking all the time.
Yeah.
We just have a couple drinks. You got to get right. You just got to have a couple drinks. You just
Sure.
get right, and then you can just let it all out.
Yep.
Like
what we
normal.
do.
And I feel like with the group of people that we live with or that we're around or hang out with, there's always something to be talking about that's fun or funny.
Yes.
Speaking of advice, did anybody ever give you advice that stuck that you follow?
Oh gosh, we got some good ones here.
Oh.
I'm sure I've gotten pretty bad advice from people that we know.
No. I'm talking about good advice. I assume there's always
But-
bad advice just flying around.
But I don't know. I hear little bits of good advice from random people that stick with you. I don't
Yeah.
really know. I can't think of really one. sometimes you see like I try not to play weddings, but when we play these weddings, every once in a while you'll hear a dad or a mom say something that's pretty darn insightful about life. I don't know. I don't even exactly remember how it was turned. I remember Jeremy Swamp. We played at his wedding, and his dad came out and said, "No matter what, always tell the truth."
100%.
And
Yeah.
it was like the whole crowd was silence, and he said that, and I always remember that moment. For some reason, like even when
Whether it's going to get you in trouble or not.
it's
just
not
tell the
that big a
truth.
deal,
Yes.
he just came out and said, "Always tell the truth."
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I always tell my kids, like, if it's the harder of two choices, it's probably the right one to do, because usually telling the truth is the harder of them.
And I've found myself in a situation where telling the truth was going to get me in more trouble,
Yeah.
for sure. When you're a kid, to your parents and to the authorities or whatever else. And then nowadays it's like, maybe I shouldn't go there, but,
Yeah,
it's
let it
like
out.
you learn, well, I mean, you learn plausible deniability.
Yeah.
And also the same thing goes for the police that are pulling you over. You should always tell the truth, right? So here I am going to go into the gray area on that. But if you tell them you have not drank a drop, they actually could walk away if they think that you look like you're straight. And if you tell them you drank a couple beers, they have to let
Yeah.
you. So yeah, there's a gray area there. Anyways, next question.
So your
No,
advice
let's
is
circle back to the police. Let's go back to the police.
Well, yeah,
No, yes, telling the
You
truth
know,
is always hard.
never mind. I don't want to get into that.
Okay.
We can talk more about police,
Let me change your mind.
jail, whatever.
No,
you
I
want.
do have quite. I don't think we should go down that road either, based on my last experiences over the years, last 2 years for sure.
Well, I was working on a song, and it has nothing to do with any like disrespect or anything. But when we were in Deadwood, and I wound finding myself in jail, and
As one does.
sometimes that happens, and I had one phone call, and I'm thinking I'm going to call 80 and figure out how I'm going to get out of jail.
Yep.
Now Frankie had broken his collar on the dirt track, collarbone, excuse me, and Benson had taken him, or you guys had, and so he had like a sling, and so already there was this guilt remorse thing with all of us going to Sturgis and playing music, and then our kid was with a broken bone at home. So 80 was like, I've had it, I'm going home, so I'm in jail. I use my only phone call to call her, and she tells me she's leaving.
Yeah. Bye.
see ya.
We put my
Which,
time in.
Yeah.
No.
which I mean, I was like, I totally get it.
Yeah.
I think you should too, and don't worry, I got it
If I were
handled.
you, I would be too.
Our buddies will get us out, but I'm working on a song about that. I use my only phone call to call you, and you tell me you're leaving.
Why did you?
I look forward to hearing that.
Yeah.
Actually. That'd be a good one.
Can we ask why you were in jail?
No,
Okay.
Skip.
no, actually, it was just speeding.
I don't get you.
It does get you.
That'll get you. Kids at home, make sure you know what the speed limit is, and no matter what,
Obey the rules.
that'll be the first reason to get you pulled over.
That's true.
Yeah, that is true. But I've told Marshall, I was like, just always tell the truth, because I assume they're a lot like me. 9 times out of 10, I'm asking you questions I already know the answer to.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
So it's
yeah,
like,
you
I'm
know
not-
they are.
yeah,
They already know.
I'm not in the mood for the nonsense.
You're right.
From the children, but nonetheless. So yes, truth telling is always going to be really good. Mm-hmm. I'll go on to the next question though, so we don't have to figure out more why you're in jail. What's the most red flag behavior you've seen in a small town bar?
Oof.
red flagged.
Not women, bars.
What do you mean red flagged?
I don't know. Something you get there and like, this might
is-
be.
You
Maybe
mean
you
like-
don't ever see anything as a red flag, and you're like,
You
oh,
mean like
there.
a huge negative or a red flag indicating something else?
Well, both. Be
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Like, some shit's gonna go down in here.
It might be fun, but it's going to be something, or we might all be going to prison.
Well, if I get there to load in and everybody's already shit faced,
Yeah.
there's definitely red flags going off. Or if I get there and the bar owner's like, "Thank God you guys got here early. You can help me lift the pool tables out of the way."
Yeah, that sounds.
Or
That's what I'm here for.
or-
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm glad I got here early too. Shit.
Like, what kind of insurance do you have? Before I dive
Give
into
a back
that.
brace, right?
No, I'm contract labor. There, he's got to figure it out really.
That's true. And I guess probably everybody knows, but for the people that don't, you basically have 2 jobs, 2 different people, Eaton Chemical, and then Outlaw Jim and the Whiskey Benders.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is it like
kind of a different kind of a balance.
to have both those sides, and how do you
And
make
the family balance.
and the family? Yeah. How
And I
does
was
that
going
all
to say
go?
there's a third, but I guess maybe that all ties into the business, but not necessarily. I don't know. I'm not sure that I have the answer for it, but it's a balance. It's the yin and the yang, and the Outlaw gym thing. When I was 25, and now looking at it at 46 is kind of like reading Jimmy Buffett's "The Pirate Looks at 40." You know, it's like I'm more of an in-law gym than an outlaw gym in a lot of ways. So
Yeah,
we had a lot of fun and all that, but
I think you still have fun though.
and we still. The one thing about it is there is so much humor and happiness brought with it, and I think that that's important for everybody, for a release, for an audience, for a performer, for things. And so I try to, I guess kind of focus, not that I'm trying to be a comedian, but the fun that you can create out of nothing breaks the tension in a group, in a conversation, at work, the seriousness of work. And so I don't know, it all ties together in some way, shape, or form, because it happens at home too, where our humor makes the family tighter. At work, I'll see stress is taking over the girls or the guys or whatever, and I not trying to be a class clown either. There's a portion where you can take it too far, but I don't even know where I'm going with this. But I think the humor and all of it ties together.
It does make life a little easier. I agree.
Yeah.
And I like
Makes
to
it lighter
go,
for sure.
Yeah.
And at home,
We don't go out a lot, I don't think, but when we do go, it's usually to watch you play. And I do feel like it's a good release for us, and it's a good time, and it's usually close to home. And then, worst case, if we have to get in the band van for a ride home, I know I have a safe ride there too.
Or, we might decide to go off-roading in the two-wheel drive 1-ton van that's loaded down with 2 tons of gear
You never know.
in the snow and mud, because me and David thought that was a good idea.
Sounds really great.
Yeah, but at least it's I feel like it's good, wholesome, clean fun.
And we also can say, this is what happens to us at the end of the gigs. We're not out running around on you. We're just doing stupid shit. And you got caught up in this one too. So and we had Frank James, who was like 11, or how old was he when we had him drive to get us?
God, who remembers?
Is this being recorded?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all right.
You can just wipe it right
We'll
out.
we'll just edit it right out. The state will never know.
No, it's all right. The county, they never know what county we're from. Anyways, good luck finding our children driving at 11,
Oh my gosh, Memphis was.
3 in the morning.
I think all of our kids were driving so early.
And they're going to be good drivers because of it.
Because
I
of
agree
it. That's exactly
100%.
right. Yeah.
These kids sitting in their basements watching video games are missing out on so much early development.
And I hear a lot people complaining that kids these days don't even want to get their driver's license. Like they just
That's so weird.
flat out refuse to do
Why?
it. I don't know. I couldn't wait to get mine.
Exactly.
But our kids are like, bye.
Yeah.
Yes, the video games.
Those are weird kids.
But it's like it's
You don't want your
everywhere.
driver's license?
It's everywhere. It doesn't matter if you're black, if you're white, if you're anything. If you're Japanese from Japan, living in Japan, it affected all those kids the same way. It's like the video games have kind of it's like oversaturated their minds with so much information. They've seen naked nudity, they've seen all these violence, they've seen all this stuff, so nothing really gets their endorphins off. I remember 20 years ago I thought it was like a funny joke that I learned it in sociology class when I was in college, that they could not get the Japanese boys to go, like, they didn't want to procreate, they didn't want to chase girls around, they didn't want to have
Because they were playing the video games?
well, I didn't know what it was, but I thought it was funny, and I told everybody I want to go to Japan for my bachelor party. I've always
You have kids everywhere.
these 6'6" half Asian kids, but it's like,
Jesus God.
Shit, now I want to go to Japan for a bachelor party.
well, no, but,
Sounds like fun.
but now it's happening here,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah, it's unusual.
I just decided never to have a bachelor party, No.
Moral of the story is.
Yeah, it's moral of the story. But I do think it's weird that young people now have no desire. They have no drive, I don't feel like, to go get their driver's license. And
I don't think I have a drive, period.
I
It's
agree.
not just with that.
Yeah,
we've seen it with the younger folks that we work with.
Yeah, 100%.
except for our
Our children,
I don't know.
and I don't think we're biased, our kids work their asses off.
No, they do, and it's kind of like they were raised the way that we were, playing in the creeks and streams and the
Well,
mud,
and I think they see you
learning
and
how to
David.
drive, and they see the fun and all of us hanging out and working.
Yeah, just a good fun. Like,
Yeah. But they see between Jim and David, I think, Jim and David work their asses off, but they also are able to have the fun side of it. And so I think our
Yeah,
kids,
they realize that fun equates to freedom, and it's all
Yes.
derived from hard work and
Oh, yeah.
making a living and earning money. I mean, I see that in Marshall and more in Marshall than maybe Frank right now, but Frank's 14.
He's little
And
still.
I hear
Yeah.
that, or yeah, I mean, he does good too. He does. They all do good. And I think they're all going to be hardworking kids. They're all mechanical.
how stable do you think that treehouse is that they built?
I think it's
If it's like a trap
severely,
house.
I think it's really dangerous. Just coming out of two really large building projects myself with commercial buildings and structural engineers, I'm really worried about their treehouse.
Yeah.
You know, not to mention the bottles of Jim Beam and Jack Daniels that
They're found up in there.
underneath the treehouse, and how many people
But
that
you
are
know,
fitting
they're
in there.
close to home.
Right in our own backyard,
Yeah.
literally. Yeah. And I don't think it counts on us if we didn't know they were doing it.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
No.
Put that out there before somebody calls the cops on us.
But at least, yeah, they're not on public roadways or doing anything.
Yeah.
Right, they're completely
Honestly,
safe.
they're doing
You'd rather
some-
them be there anyway.
a lot less than probably what we did.
Well, I feel like they're going to do it anyway, so I would rather know to some extent and make them feel like they could come to us if something bad happened or if they need help, or learn like, yes, you can do A, B, and C, but you can't drive, or none of your friends can drive. Like,
Somebody fell out of the house. The
Yeah.
tree house.
if the treehouse collapses, is
Right.
everybody's phone charged?
And there is there's not a hard hat rule. It's above 6 foot tall off the ground, so there's no OSHA. So you guys really got to be careful.
Yeah, they were just putting pallets together.
We've
and-
gotten seriously lucky. I mean, you know, we've
On
had
many
broken
accounts.
bones on
Yeah.
dirt tracks, and
Yes.
luckily we've surrounded ourselves with quality people
Yeah,
that we trust. You know, I mean, not to just everybody be so happy or whatever, you know, just because a kid
Right.
or whatever. But you know, I've been impressed, honestly, with, knock on wood, with the group of kids that our children have decided to run with.
I think parents know that stuff's going to happen. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, most parents
Most
do.
parents
But
do.
then I see some parents out there that are just like really uptight, and I just ultimately, honestly, it makes me want to do something bad right in front of them just to really get them going. I don't
get
know
'em
why.
jazzed up.
I don't know why I want to just poke that bear, but I do.
That's why Marshall does burnouts.
And he bought this new $300 car,
have you seen it? The Honda Accord.
cut the exhaust
Have
on
I
it.
seen it? How could you not? He's out
He's
the
a
rev
super
limiter,
fan
the rev limiter everywhere he goes. Like, who's going down the Eaton Jonas Highway with the rev limiter maxed out?
Yeah. And they had a
That's
slow day at
never a
work
good
the other
idea.
day. So they cut the exhaust off it, so it's extra loud. I guess as boys just do these things. Girls, Heather and I were little, never cutting the exhaust off our cars.
I've never once done that.
No, Heather's just accidentally hitting the curb and ripping it off, probably.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
that did happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tore the deck off my dad's motor once too, like stuff like that. But no, I never got the exhaust off.
No, I did crash our mower into the garage door, and David's like, the opening is this wide. Like, how did you manage to hit anything?
Oopsie.
Yeah, guess what? I never had to mow again.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. That's a
I
bonus.
like that.
I actually do. I did enjoy mowing, but I lost all privileges because I couldn't mow a straight line. Apparently,
Yeah.
that's a thing.
That's a big thing. And then you got like a
Yeah,
The cross
hatchet.
pattern.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Hatchet.
crosshatch.
Something. I don't know.
Yeah. So he's like,
Jesse
"There's-"
was admiring his. I'm like, I can't do that.
no, there was no straight line. So I marched out there in a lawnmower and I started mowing in a big circle the next time.
Like an alien. Like a,
My mower drips gas everywhere I go. It leaves a trail of dead grass.
Well, at least I bet it's in a straight
I
line.
am for hire, you guys, if you want me to come mow your yards. You know,
Yeah, just
it'll
give
be
him a
at 3 in the
call.
morning when I get done playing music. But
Like he doesn't have a million other things going
Right.
on. Here's a fun one. David said you would have a lot to say about this one.
oh boy.
Do you feel like outlaw country is still real or just branding now?
yeah, I think it got probably maybe too popular. You know,
To be like that.
I mean, what David Allen Coe,
He gone.
Waylon Jennings.
R.I.P..
Yep, right. I mean,
He's
it
in
was
the
just
heels.
designed really to go against the Nashville trend at the time. We're a long way removed from that. You still got some rebels that are doing that stuff. The Red Dirt's kind of its own movement with Outlaw. So, what is Outlaw today? I don't exactly know, except for to me, it's still Waylon, Willie, Johnny, Cash, And then you got the
good
guys.
stuff,
that, I
really.
mean, you can consider Cody Jinks or some of those guys a part of that. But I also see the red dirt movement kind of going along in a parallel.
What is a red dirt movement? I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I mean, it's
It's
somewhere.
a sound.
Somewhere we have red dirt. You know, I guess
Oklahoma.
it used to be just like everybody thought that was only Texas and Oklahoma, but it's like, well, no, that's Florida, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina. Oh, well, everybody has red dirt apparently. But yeah, Texas, Oklahoma country music.
I do know, speaking of music, every time 80 and I have had quite a few to drink, well, even just a few, we always accost Jim and his phone and put Cher on.
Oh, yeah. Is that one of your favorites?
He doesn't love it.
Yeah, it's underwhelming.
And then 80 and I think we sound just like her, so we have to do our best Cher rendition, and it's probably not anything close, but we have a good time.
I actually like it when you guys do that. When you guys get to that point in the night, it's like
That's good, clean fun.
we are having a good time,
Yes.
folks.
You got right.
And the people
Wait,
are
I did get right.
Yeah.
people are grabbing their children and heading for the door,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, they're like,
This is when you shine.
yeah, that is when we shine.
Yeah.
And then the Judds will come on.
I do love the Judds, too.
I think I sound like all three of them at the same time if I've had enough to drink.
Well, there's only two of them.
There was three, wasn't there?
I don't think so. I think it's just
Well, one
Winona
was
and
an
Naomi.
actress.
Who?
Right, one was an actress.
Yeah,
right?
she didn't sing, though.
Yeah, she did.
No?
No, she didn't
I
ever.
don't think so.
There was the mom.
And the daughter, Winona.
I almost said something inappropriate.
I think maybe you were the third one, and so you thought that.
Was I?
Yeah, I think so.
Makes me feel better about
Good
the whole
job,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, I do like that because we often hang out at your barn quite a bit, and there is radios and things
Yeah,
of that nature,
it's
and
fun. Microphones.
probably things we don't
pianist.
need access to for sure.
Hey, so which one of your kids do you think are going to follow in your footsteps and do music?
I hope none.
What about
But if they were,
Yeah.
who would it be?
Frankie's actually learning to pick pretty good.
is he?
Memphis wants to play guitar with him.
They need to do that.
Yeah.
And he really is coming along. It's amazing how, without really a whole lot of, like in the beginning, I was trying to get everybody to play, or even we took them
Yeah.
to guitar lessons and piano lessons, and it was like they were kind of fighting us. So, hey, let's not waste everybody's time if you guys are miserable doing it. And then Frankie continued to just play on his own, and then, asked me a question like, how do you do this riff? How do you do that riff? And I'll show him. And, I know he's learning from somewhat of me, but at the same time, he's not. He's doing it on his own, which probably makes him feel good about it.
Oh, heck yeah.
And
Do
he
you
really,
feel like it comes naturally to him?
it does. I can tell. It's just like it was for me.
What
It's-
about
it's gonna-
Nash? I
it's
feel
gonna
like he's a
carry him.
toe tapper. Like
You feel like it. Yeah, he is a toe tap.
yeah. So he's got the rhythm. It looks like.
He just out of the blue, we're like, Nash, you got to play a sport. You got to do something, okay? You're not going to just run for office all the time.
And how do you feel about? How did
okay?
he feel
This isn't
about
a
that?
gubernatorial race.
Because I feel like he's an old soul. Whenever he pops into our house, he's like, "I was just checking on you.
Haven't seen you in a minute."
Haven't seen you guys in a while."
Just checking on David. Looking through your garden, see if I can steal some crystal rocks.
Bless his little heart. I said,
I want to. How did that go when he apologized for taking some rocks that you?
I made
You
him a
wanted-
deal. I said, I'll make you a deal. I will forgive you. If somebody ever does this to you, that you also forgive them. Because I was like trying to be,
A learning lesson.
an adult. But then I said, but when you leave here, I want you to tell your mom I yelled at you a whole lot. And he's like, deal.
He didn't. Because he said she told me she would forgive me if I would forgive somebody else.
Yes. Yeah. I did say that. But yeah, no. But every time he comes over, it's hilarious. Just he talks like
A grown man.
a grown man
haven't seen him in a
who's
minute. He's so
legitimately
cute.
like, haven't seen you guys in forever.
He has connection with David.
Don't be a stranger.
Yeah.
Somehow, something he likes to go check on David.
Yeah. Just check
It's
on it. He calls him
interesting.
Big David.
Of course, David
Yeah.
loves little kids.
Yeah.
He's been tight with all the kids.
He is a big kid himself.
But Nash,
Really.
yeah, he's going to play music. I know he is because after I said, you know what, we want to know what you're going to have to play a sport. So I was like, how will you play soccer? He's like, Dad, I hate soccer. I'm like, you're 6. How do you hate anything? Okay, how about football? He goes, nah. He said, I want to play golf. I'm like,
Oh,
you
okay.
picked the only sport that none of us have a clue how to
Know
do.
how to do.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, great. And then he said, but I want to take piano lessons. So he's taking piano lessons.
Piano and golf,
Yeah.
that's good. That's safe.
Have
Yeah.
you?
Not like our
Is
other
he playing
boys.
any kind of golf at all? Have you put him in like
No.
a junior camp anywhere?
We haven't done jack squat.
Where
with
did he
him.
get golf from?
The neighbor Chad has taught him how. Well, and actually in
Oh,
Jody's
because he has
boys.
the
Putting
putting green.
Yeah, he's got the putting green. He also has kind of the backyard. He kind of sets up where he can drive a little bit with a wedge, and then Jody's boys, the twins,
They're into golf a lot.
they're into golf, and you know what? They're really good with kids too. And so they've taken Nash and Porter, and they've hit golf balls before. So
So now we
he
know
was
what
like,
golf
"That's
is.
that's what I want to do.
That's great.
I want
They're
to
like,
whack
okay.
the shit out of something."
Well, I think they all do for sure.
Not just in the bathroom.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Perfect.
I think it sounds safer than the things our older boys have done, which is just dirt bikes, and it's just been like nervous all the time, waiting. You don't want anything bad to happen to them. But
That
yeah.
was when they were all racing motocross. It was like, oh my God, just waiting on them to get hurt.
Yeah.
And then Frankie, they all got out of it, and Frankie's gotten really never quite left it, but now we're back to doing that. And it's still, ask 80. It's like, it's the only time I don't get nervous to play music or get on stage in front of 1,000 people. But before he starts a motocross race, I'm like, shit.
There is no control from a parent. Like I cannot control one single thing that happens as soon as they go, and I hated that. Luckily, we're out because Marshall had a really bad wreck, and so I think it's scared enough that he never went back to it. I'm not
Yeah.
upset.
And he did. He had
It
a
would be
couple
nerve-wracking, for
pretty
sure.
serious. We've all had close calls.
Yeah.
I hope that.
So I'm
That's
glad
all.
we've moved on. So I can definitely get behind golf. Memphis said she wants to take up golf as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. It's a hard game for sure.
And Porter can pick out a melody for you on the piano too. So I don't know. I hope that they all play music. I think it's good for your soul.
Yeah.
It's always
What sport does Porter play? Soccer?
soccer.
He's playing football right now. He played soccer and did
Is it
really
flag or
awesome.
no?
And then I think his older brothers and their friends told him it was not as cool as football. So all of a sudden, then Porter's like, "Oh, I want to play football and I don't want to play soccer." So he played football. He did great so far this season.
There is a lot of running in soccer.
I don't like to
Really?
run.
A lot of running.
But when you're that age, you need to. You
Yeah,
need,
they
you
love
need
it.
to
You
get
need to get
so
it out.
damned healthy to carry you through these
Yeah.
unhealthy years.
Yes.
To prepare your body for the.
I'm not joking you.
For all the-
you can't
the good,
spend,
clean living.
Again, you cannot spend your time in the basement playing video games. You don't have time for that. You're never going to
No.
make it to
Nope.
46.
It's
Nope.
true.
I was going to ask him, how do you feel about being a girl dad?
Oof.
It's a change, that's for sure.
Like, do
I
you
mean-
see the difference between what we allow the boys to do versus what we allow the girls to do?
Like a double standard?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, the girls are experimenting with really the same things the boys are. You know, I mean, yes, I think that we allow naturally for some reason Marshall and Frank to have some freedom that then we're like, oh,
I agree.
That the girls
100%.
didn't
Yeah.
have.
Memphis or
You're more protective of
Isabella.
them.
You know, because
In
I
a
feel
way.
like naturally you want to protect them.
Yeah, I'm like, get away. There's penises everywhere. Stay away.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
Yeah. No,
And
I
being
don't want-
and being a man, I know kind of at that age, you know, what was going through some of your thoughts, and it's like, oh my God, that's daunting to think that you send a girl with her ass cheek hanging out of her
Yeah.
pants
Yeah.
into school, like, oh, would you just put on a turtleneck and long pants? But
Yeah.
but
Just a tracksuit.
at the same time, but I mean, I see people dress so much worse, like you said earlier. I see girls at way too young of an age wearing way too little, you know. So
I don't think they fully understand.
I don't know if I'm just getting old or what, but
Well, I don't think they understand necessarily like what that is. They think, oh, this is what's popular or cute or whatever, versus we're thinking about like older men and stranger danger and all the things probably.
yeah, and you are intriguing people that maybe you're doing that just for the
Just a
boy
predator,
that you're trying to
like-
catch this
Yeah.
boy's eye. But yeah, if there's a predator in the room, you also triggered him,
Yeah.
and you got him zoned in on you.
Or just the girls were walking into Quick Trip. There's all those weird cats trolling around Quick Trips, you know?
I always tell Memphis, I said, don't advertise if it is not for sale. Cover it up. And she's
Yeah.
like, like, I'm just like,
It's for
older,
rent.
I'm older than dirt. Yeah, it's for rent. You can rent that ass right out.
But no, it's a change. Although I enjoy kind of fathering the girls too.
What is the most stressful thing the girls have put you through?
Boyfriends.
Have you ever had one you just want to like? There has been one. I've heard about a few that I wanted to do that too with your girls.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the dog took care of some of them.
Yeah.
As long as it was an accident.
That works.
Biting him and like, yeah, well, I guess we don't have to worry about him.
My dad always told me, if you kill someone, just make sure they're dead, and there's only one side of the story. So I just try to pass that along to the.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Okay, here's one of my most proud questions. It's a two-parter, and you have to do an activity.
Oh, snap.
I need you to sing one line of Born an Outlaw, and,
Why?
oh, it gets better, then immediately explain what happens if a chemical reaction goes wrong. He just looked at me like, you can fuck right off.
Okay. No, I mean, I think I can handle the task.
Okay.
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 I'm excited to see.
Which line?
It just says one.
Oh, you're just making me. I'm picking
Anyone you want.
any line.
Followed by a chemical reaction going wrong.
Okay.
I'm curious to see this myself. I'm intrigued by this.
The only things I've ever had: worn up boots and scars. Logged so many miles, but I've never really gone too far. Which we've all tracked all over the country, but here we are in Platte County still. And an exothermal reaction can make a hell of a mess on the floor of your chemical plant. So
You have to clean it up.
Yeah, you really should.
Don't just let it go.
Really should
just-
clean it up.
Yeah,
Don't leave it laying around.
yeah. But we do chemical reactions all the time that get a little too violent.
Do you feel like your songs come from real life experiences or things that you would like to do?
Both. Sometimes you write something from past experience. Sometimes you elaborate on something just because you think it'd be fun.
So I'm sure your friends are like, yeah, that might have been, I might have been there for that.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah. You know one in particular that has been there for a lot of the inspiration. But Nate Rule really can put words together. I can kind of wind him up and let him go and say, hey, he was kind of like this early pre-AI when, like, Nate, okay, this is what I'm thinking about this song and this song, and then he does the same thing with me. Hey, I've got this idea about this. And then we kind of put music to it and it grows into a song.
Yeah.
And it sometimes ventures from the truth.
I think he is such a
I
good
like that
artist
guy.
in general. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I
I
really
like
like
him
him
a
a lot. He's got the Toasted for Tots, Angel and Sky Foundation.
Yeah.
Is it Woodworks by Nate?
Rule
By
Woodworks.
Rule.
Yeah. I don't want to
Yeah.
screw that name up, but yeah.
He's
just
kicking
overall
ass.
a good human,
Yeah,
and
he
then
is.
he does good fun projects and things of that
He's a
nature.
His
dandy.
nephew's awesome, too. Like,
Yeah, right.
Oh, he plays the guitar, doesn't he?
Collier Cash Rule.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one that was the viral video of him with Dave Grohl on stage doing.
yeah, he's
Dave Grohl's like, "What do you want to hear?" Like hoping he's going to say Foo Fighters, and he says, "I play a lot of Metallica." Oh shit!
Yeah.
He's like, "Okay, well here we go.
Okay,
We
here we go.
Sandman. Hopefully we can pull this off."
What's the worst gig you ever played?
Worst gig?
We got drunk in our backyards.
Oh, I played some pretty stuffy weddings.
just boring.
The funniest, like the worst. I don't know. I mean,
Have you ever played a wedding where you're like, this isn't going to make it through the night?
I played some gigs that were so hot and so miserable
Yeah.
with no shade. A lot of times they'll put you, we're going to have bike night and we're going to put you on blacktop out in the back where there's
Yeah.
no shade and it's 103 degrees out, I'd say that's probably some of the worst stuff just because it's the
What about
environment.
when you're playing and no one's there? Not because of you, just because the attendance isn't great because of whatever reason.
Yeah.
That's going
That's
to be
awful,
like a
too.
downer.
Yeah, playing to an empty house.
Yeah.
Or
practice.
or somebody that's just, if the sound is not good because the room is kind of probably maybe the culprit or for whatever reason, if the sound isn't good and people aren't responding, it'll suck the energy out of the, like
Yeah.
you're trying to do some one-liners and get people stirred up, but they're not
Mm-hmm.
even clapping after each song and you can't connect. You can get through a set like that, but by the second or third set, I'm exhausted. I had one the other night like that.
Is it just because you feel like, do you get stressed out when you have
Yeah,
that
I can't
feeling?
read them. I can't figure it out. It's
Yeah.
kind of like being around somebody that's too quiet.
Yeah.
Like
And
her.
you almost need somebody to
Real
talk.
quiet.
Yeah, you too.
Can you
That's,
imagine?
that's exactly
No.
who I was thinking of.
But I've been to a birthday party before where you played, and it was in a building. It was super bright in there. There was like 60 people, but the room held like 1,000.
Yeah.
That's got to be really weird and
Yeah, and nobody's paying attention to the band.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're paid wallpaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you just muscle through it. That's kind of like a restaurant. A restaurant actually can function its best when it's busy and default to worse when it's slow.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes when everybody relaxes, you know, it's kind of like your first day on with a new employee or something on the job. You're like, damn, they did so good. And then the second day, everybody relaxes and everything falls apart, you know. Happens a lot playing music too. I'll hire a bass player or something because somebody's sick. And I'm like, yeah, I got a 3 in a row gig, you know, that we're going to go do. The first night, the bass player plays so well.
He's so great.
And
Like,
he's paying
man.
attention. And we're like, damn, how did he do it? It's like he guessed where we were headed. Everybody was on point. The next night, I'm like, who are you? What the fuck happened?
That didn't stick.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
stinks.
But
I'll take a little heat off of you. And speaking of new employees, we had one not too long ago.
Oh.
can you talk about this?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if we can call her that without getting canceled, but nonetheless. But you go ahead. I mean, we'll ask Cabbage Patch Buns. Her first day in showed up with a real thick bandana. It just didn't even look it was out of place. That might be too descriptive. Nonetheless, she shit her pants in the middle or the early on in the day, and it was just like,
Literally shit her pants.
and it wasn't a little, it was like a full-blown blowout, and it started in one room, went down the hall.
And they didn't know that they had?
She knew.
She just kept carrying on?
Yes. Well, she was
pumping.
She was pumping in one room.
She's got a newborn, so she's pumping.
It happened in that room. She tracked down the hall into the bathroom, and so by the time I'm hearing about it,
Well, she said she tried to let out a little toot,
yeah,
not realizing it was going to be a kapow.
like an up the back blowout.
Once you're over 40, you ain't no.
It's risky.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't take those kind of risks.
No, you don't.
No. You're rolling the dice with all the prunes you've been eating.
That's my new thing.
And your pants are already half off.
Yeah.
I know. My zipper's always down.
Yeah. You're just going to be blowing out of the wall.
I know. I take a chance every day.
Yeah.
I just roll the dice.
And I support that.
Thank you.
I'm there I'll help. I have wipes usually in my bag.
Thank you.
If we need them. But yeah, by the time I caught wind of that this was happening, she was answering the bathroom door in just her scrub top. Everything else had been thrown in the trash.
And her Crocs.
Oh, man.
Oh, she had shoes on.
She had her Crocs on.
The poor thing.
So now we call her Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh.
Because,
You girls have,
nicknames.
that too.
But the poor girl had to leave work with just like a drape on, like a paper drape on.
paper drape.
She had to go wait for the elevator to go to her car.
Honestly, now I kind of feel like a dick for even bringing it up. But in my defense, we've had so many fucking shitty employees that have come through and just dumb shit that just blows my mind. It's like they're glued to their phone. That's, I think, our biggest thing on the phone, all that shit with the younger
You
people.
almost got to raise these people. You got to re-educate and re-raise them.
But I don't remember
This is
being...
what's appropriate.
I told Marshall, I said, if you're ever on your damn phone at work, I will lose my mind. And I don't feel like, I mean, maybe it is, I don't know, but I've at least tried to instill that in him. Like, you're here to work first. If you have downtime, then you can get on the phone and do the things, but whatever. So that was our latest nonsense story of employees.
Oh, I've got a calendar we're trying to put together. So if you've got anything to add to it for excuses on why you're not going to be to work.
Oh, I bet you have a bunch of good ones.
Yeah, I do.
I bet you.
I mean, if you wanted to.
I bet you.
into-
Yeah.
We need to
I
have
feel
a
like
day-
we jotted a few of these down a time or two, or a long time ago.
Okay, yeah, then you're right. We've already gone down this road. But we need
But
to
I
get
want
that
to hear them.
calendar.
What do you have so far?
Well, let me just see here.
What has been the best ones?
If I'd have known we were going to do this.
I hope they get more interesting, like my dog died, or
Right.
my alarm didn't go
My
off.
tires are flat.
I'm like, well,
Oh,
okay, can you
it's-
come in like,
Oh, yeah.
later? And they're like, nope, it's going to take the whole day. Okay. Do you think Heather
Oh.
and I would survive one day at the chemical plant?
I'm lost
I
in
worked
Kansas.
one day there.
That's true.
Hang tight. I did work one day there.
You did.
I did.
You did one day in a row.
Just the one.
Yeah, one day in a row. Yeah.
So I don't know if that
Yeah.
counts in a row, but she did this
Yeah,
in one day.
yeah, you did. That's one in a row.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I was
You did
fine
a
with
good
it.
job.
Yeah, thank
And then I got you a job.
Yeah, I didn't want that one.
I'm lost at lunch in Kansas and I'm trying to take GPS back to work.
So then, Oh, we should try that. Yeah, that's not a good one. That's
Well, how'd they get there?
Sorry, boss. I'm up north, stuck in the rain. In the rain.
Okay.
I'm like,
They don't have
the
any
snow,
wipers.
the sleet.
They
you
don't have
know,
any wipers.
Sorry, Jim, about this morning, but I bought a truck last night and it has a gas line break. Me and left the phone in the truck. Need a day off so I can get this gas line fixed. Okay.
well, never mind. I retract everything. We don't have it so bad.
I got picked up by the police. I'll be there soon.
You know, I got
At least they said they were coming.
I got one of those calls too. I thought it was bullshit. But fortunately, my brother works for the city that he got arrested in. I'm like, is this true? He's like, yeah, it is. You remember that?
Yes, at the gas pump.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got arrested at the gas pump.
Oh,
He was
I'm
getting...
talking about Jesse.
No.
No. No. Go on. Did he get arrested at the gas pump?
No.
No, but he should have.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm sure.
This guy, did he have the keys in the? He just fell asleep at the gas pump.
His keys were in the ignition, and he didn't have any water bottles at home, so he grabbed a Bud Light instead
Oh,
on his
So-
way to
well,
work.
that's what I would do.
So this
Yeah.
is this is one you tell your boss. And honestly, there's some voice to text here, so there's some
Right.
interference. I think I'm going there, some kind of impression bitch. So just coming down and out here lately. And I know it's not your problem. When I pull my head out of my ass and I want to go do some powder, I'm getting my shit back together.
I hope this is like
What?
month 1 on the
Yeah,
calendar.
yeah. Like, hey, I'm stuck on the toilet, so I'll be late.
Well, at least they're coming.
You know.
Okay, so
this could go on and on. You know.
so my brother had an employee that couldn't make it into work because his wife's flat iron hit his balls.
That might be a legitimate.
I'm like, was he like trying to straighten his hair out? I think he leaned up against the
counter?
vanity.
Well, these days you have to be supportive if he was straightening his hair out.
Yeah, right. So he couldn't make it into that day.
I was gonna say my wife's flat iron is a Blackstone. You don't want that hitting your balls.
No. Burn it right off.
Hey, my dogs ran off this morning. I just found them. I'll be late. That's justifiable.
Okay,
Yeah.
so hang on. So does everybody text you, or do they have their own like supervisor that they are supposed to text, and
We're
then
supposed to text them, but I catch some of this.
you get most of it probably? Yeah.
How would you feel about us 3 calling into places that we don't even work at?
Wait, what do you mean?
And just make an excuse on why you're not going to be to work.
You'd be like, this is Jim. I'm sorry I can't make it tonight for my shift. We don't even work there.
Let's call some high pressure restaurant like
Yeah.
like McCormick and Schmidt's.
Yes.
Be like, I know as your head, chef or whatever.
You'd be like,
I'm not gonna make it.
we can't make
But
it.
I'm
I
not
gotta
gonna
wash
make
my
it.
hair tonight.
Yeah.
We could rattle off some of those excuses
Yeah, right.
for why we're not coming in.
I get a flat iron in my hair, my bush,
I got
or
Yeah.
whatever.
my wife's flat iron
Yeah.
smacked on my.
Or the
My ball
hospital.
sack.
Let's call into all the hospitals. That's a good one for me.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Goodness.
That'd be stressful.
It'd be fun for us though to call.
It would be kind of fun. Let's do it.
Wait, what if they have caller ID? Can you still? These days can you still star
I don't know.
67?
Oh, star 6-7.
Right? Isn't that what we did to? Because
I
star
don't
69.
think that works.
Star 69 called them back, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay. What is something that fans think is glamorous that actually isn't that you do?
Oh.
I don't know. Playing and singing, isn't that glamorous to me? But
Picking and a grinning.
I don't know. What do people think that I do that's glamorous? I don't really do much glamorous stuff. So,
Nope, not a big glamour guy.
I mean, sometimes singing somebody, happy birthday, or I guess anything that we do to me doesn't seem glamorous, but maybe to others does.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people look up to you.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a huge following.
Yeah.
So maybe just doing what we do to me isn't glamorous, but to them is.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Getting up and playing and singing and having fun, getting people wound up.
If you had to describe your band in one brutally honest sentence, what is it?
Unglamorous.
That's not even a sentence.
Oh, sorry, one whole sentence. Okay, well that makes it easier. We're all just doing parlor tricks and jamming and playing and
Just having a good time.
Good time.
having a good time.
You guys are all good friends.
We just
That's what it's about.
found a way to
Entertain
make a
people.
living doing it.
You do have
So-
some funny one-liners, though.
Yeah. Holler and swaller.
Yes, that's a classic. I think we should do one of those.
We didn't create it, that's for sure.
Who did?
That
Should
was
we do
coming-
one of those?
It was about the time
Okay.
that Gretchen Wilson and John Rich and all them were kind of playing downtown Lower Broadway. Everybody was kind of doing that, saying that at like Tootsie's in Nashville. So we picked up on it early on.
Holler and Swaller.
It was a way to get people together.
Heather
come
would like
together.
to do one.
I think
if
we
you
should do
could
one.
Yell it for us.
Okay.
Okay.
Get your drink. Let's do it.
Are you ready?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
doing it.
1, 2, 3, holler! These guys out here like, what the fuck is that? Swaller!
Let's do it.
These poor kids.
They're all at their little cubicles.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
quiet.
Well, last
What are they
time,
doing in that damn bus?
last time the management was away and we recorded down here, Heather and I did our thing, drank wine the whole time, and then we came out and it was like a free for all. There's 2 women that work here, and there were only 2 working. The men were playing
Ping pong.
Ping pong. So we called them all out on playing the ping pong and doing all the things, and tried to interview some of the women on what it's like to work with a bunch of men. How many women work at Eaton Chemical?
Probably a quarter of as many men, which is a pretty nasty job. I don't think many women want to do asphalt and
No.
chemicals and caustic soda and shit like that. But
Yep.
so
I don't know
think
many
there's a
men that
reason.
do.
I naturally don't think that it's a sexist thing. I just think it's a blue collar kind of thing. But
Yeah.
But at the same time, we need. I found that women do a lot of jobs better than men. Obviously, but monotonous, repetitive things, packaging, putting caps on all day long, making sure that the labels are on, correctly, evenly, so everything looks the same. So we have some girls in the point. So to answer your question, I've got, 5 or 6 girls.
Can Heather and I use your lab chemical plant to come up with our own line of sex lube?
Oh.
Yes.
I wasn't prepared for that,
I mean,
but
I
I'm
don't know
curious to
that
know the
we-
answer.
I don't really know. I don't want a bunch of experimenting going on there, but
Well, I feel like the ingredients are pretty simple.
it is. It is. Now, it needs to be packaged food grade, like USP, and so since we don't have a white room to package it in, legally, I don't know that we could.
So you have to be able to
I
eat
think
the
the
lube?
USDA has to approve.
Ew.
I don't want to eat it.
It's going to be edible?
No, but
Edible lube?
I still think that the USDA would have to, because they do have on topical ointments and things, so
They have to maybe sample it.
we would have to be blessed by the health department before we could package it.
Okay.
Fine.
But yes, I have propylene glycol, the thickeners, the rheology modifiers.
I think we've come up with something good. Just saying.
Absolutely.
I've been getting into the hormone replacement therapy, which, look, I don't want to put you men in a corner, but honestly, I didn't even realize it was such a thing until I reached the ripe old age of 45. My hormones are a fucking wreck, and I really have no control sometimes of like what it's doing to me until after the fact. I'm like, okay, this makes more sense now. Why I was a
Right.
lunatic, or why I just cried because I got a hangnail. I don't know. So that being said, there is something called Scream Cream in the hormone replacement therapy world that can be applied
I think you just caught on to that.
topically. So I feel like on my little journey through experimentation and growing older, we're learning a lot more things that I think would have been more fun to all. I mean, it's fun now, but if we would have known this stuff way back when, can you imagine?
80 and I'd have 10 children.
Probably, yeah, for sure. So I didn't even know all these options were out here for the women.
When
but,
you said screen cream,
yeah,
I glanced over at this guy.
You think it was gonna burn?
He's like, God. Your face was like,
Can we have a replay of that?
they're gonna start talking about the vaginas. I know it.
Yeah, here we go.
Why do vaginas
David,
make
help me.
boys nervous?
Why do they make us nervous?
Yeah.
I don't know that they always do.
Well, okay.
I think women make us nervous sometimes.
They make me nervous too, and I am one.
And because it's like we don't understand exactly what you're thinking.
We
I can
don't.
kind of-
thing
We
for
don't
us.
understand what we're
I
thinking.
know you don't.
That's
So
the
we
same thing for
definitely
us, yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
Our crystal ball definitely doesn't see that.
I will tell you.
Us guys kind of have a certain understanding, I guess, for the most part of what
Feel
we're
like
all
we
thinking.
understand, we
We're
don't
thinking
understand them.
where we're headed, and we also have a general understanding of what we don't understand, which
Yeah.
is, a lot of times females. So it's not just the vagina that makes us nervous; it's the
All the whole
it's
thing.
the whole
person.
package.
The whole person.
Looking back now at some of the stuff that I got mad about, David and I have been together 27 years. Looking back at some of the stuff that I get mad about, I guess I was always thinking like he was a mind reader, and he just should have automatically known what I expected, what
was
I
bothering
wanted.
you or whatever.
And the older I get now, I'm like, that was unfair on my part to,
Assumptions.
yes, to think that.
Yeah.
And so, but then it's a borderline. I don't want him to read my mind, so no, I can't. But I don't want to be like nagging either and be like telling him every step of the way. So, but I do think as we're both growing older, we're communicating better on. I know that he can't read my mind. I can't read his mind.
Nor do you want to.
Oh God, no! I don't know what's rolling around in there. Well, it's probably all tits and ass. Honestly, let's be honest. Occasionally, a bush light flows through there, but yeah,
Jim Beam and Fresca.
yeah,
Jim Beam.
that
Jim
is
Beam. Yeah.
and Diet Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that'll get
And
ya.
the Fresca.
kryptonite.
He's on the Fresco right now. He's on a big Fresco.
Yeah, he
kick.
is, isn't he?
But yeah, so I think I can appreciate that as growing older. Like you said, assumptions. Like, I wish I would have known more of these things now, and I'm glad I know them now, or appreciating them more
That's
now.
just with growth, though. I think
Yeah.
as you get older, you learn more about your partner. You know.
Or even how to.
I do
Or
too.
about, and also about yourself. Like you learn more about yourself and like how you can like express yourself.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
damn it, I was so stupid as
This
I
wasn't
mean,
a great idea. Yeah.
I definitely didn't understand
Yeah,
Yeah.
what I understand now.
Yeah.
And I wish that I did.
yeah, I'm kind of right there too, and I'm just like, ooh.
Definitely would have lived better and probably happier.
Cleaner.
Yeah, I think there were that good.
Yeah.
David's
Yeah,
always like
maybe
that
I
good
take better
clean
care of
living.
myself.
That good clean living, he says. I'm like, okay, yeah. So I'm. That's all I have to say.
He was a symbol of health. He was.
Yeah.
His cut off jeans and his cigarette in his mouth.
Good, clean living.
Jim Beam. Oh, actually, or was Nash in the playpen behind the Ranger? It was me and
Oh,
him. and
yeah.
a jug of Jim Beam out in the woods, and Nash has got this juice dripping out his lips, and we're like, "What is that?" And Jason Martin goes, "Oh, that's poisonberry." We're like, "What?" Poisonberry? They're like, "Yeah, he must have ate some of those poisonberries." I'm like, "Are they
Are they poisonous?
poisonous?" Like, oh shit! Me and Dave had one job. We decided to take Nash out in the woods, trail riding in his
Look where we are
playpen.
now.
Poor little Nashy.
Well, I don't have anything else. I've covered all the bases. I'm slightly buzzed at this point.
It's great.
I'm glad
Yeah.
you came and put up with us in our little shit show. This is our first time in the bus, so thank you for joining
It
us.
is.
Delighted to be with y'all. Appreciate
Thanks.
it.